Alright, we're starting this back up again, and apparently, even though I saved and quit in A Link to the Past, it defaults to Super Metroid every time. So, we have Gravity Suit now. We also found X-Ray Scope, which is useless. Well, there are glitches that are associated with it, but we're not gonna do those. I have Screw Attack and Space Jump. Like, Super Metroid is beaten. Oh man, I thought I was gonna miss that for a second. Digest the Shine Spark, because it's amazing. Too bad you can't swallow a Shine Spark. It would probably invigorate you full of energy, or it would kill you from the inside out. One of the two. But the power is back on, and you know what I did waiting for it to come back on? My Switch was fully charged, and I played some Super Mario Kart, getting ready to record that. I got some practice in, and oh man, I'm feeling that game right now. It just feels good to relive one of the only games my sister ever played with me. So, I don't know. I just like that game. It might be my favorite Mario Kart to this day. Okay, I gotta be careful here. Gotta make sure I hit both walls. I don't have Wave Beam yet still, so... Okay, we're doing good. Double crumble. Whoa! I got the gun noise glitch. This is crap. Well, grab this and then it's off to Meridia, because we could wipe through 100% that, no problem, and then probably go straight to Lower Norfair. We gotta find the lamp, or the fire rod, or both. Those are the two biggest things I really need to find before going back to Zelda, because I keep getting stuck. Here we are in the glass tube. So, I was talking about some stuff before I left, due to power outage situations. I was talking about, yeah, power outages, and just how sad it is that we're all so addicted to technology, so as soon as all of it gets robbed, it's like, oh my gosh, what do we do? And everything's boring and you just feel on edge, relatively speaking. Depends on who you're with, I think, though. Like, I remember in college, during Crazy Storms, you still got all your college buddies there, and you just start making up games and having fun and talking. 5 arrow capacity, what a way to get it too. Nothing like a Shine Spark, man. I like Meridia right now. Used to scare the crap out of me as a kid. I've told that story countless times. But this song in particular, I've grown to really like it. Alright, let's see what Mama Turtle has. 2 items. The lamp and the fire rod. Here we go. Get ready. I didn't even see what it was. What was it? Oh, it's just super missiles. Ah, boo! Mama Turtle, you let me down. What else do I need? I need the 2 canes. Burna and Samaria? Is that what it is? I don't know. Super missiles. Press B button. Like Oma Chow from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I just always liked the way he said that. Press B button. I don't know why, because I'm dumb. I don't know what to say, but I need to think of something. Because, I didn't finish my thought about the power outage thing. I started talking about chess, and then I got lost, and then I realized I really should turn off my laptop, so I never finished that thought properly. But like chess to me, you think of it now, and it's pretty much a boring game. But as I was saying, you could get addicted to it, I suppose. Like, I remember playing with my dad a couple times. Even just like playing cards or something. It's something, when you think about it at face value, you're like, I don't want to do that. But then when you start doing it with somebody that you admire or whatever, it's not so bad, and you kind of get into it. And then it's like, want to play another game? Sure. And next thing you know, that's what you're doing for like the next couple hours. And in a way, it's a better way to spend your time than playing a game. I don't know, it's like multiplayer video games before video games existed. That's all that stuff was. And then in a way, it's better because it's more social that way. But I guess multiplayer games could be as well. That's the thing, video games are not all bad. It can't be like this one-player hideaway in a corner thing. It can be like a Nintendo commercial. Everybody has a party on the rooftop of some apartment, and everybody brings their Switch. I don't know who does that, but Nintendo seems to think it's a commonplace thing. I always wonder about that stuff. Like, who do they contact And what do they tell them in preparations for filming those commercials? They're like, we've got this new product here. It's gonna be the new Nintendo. Want to be a part of it? We basically want you to just party on a rooftop, but act like it's all about the Switch. Even though, like, nobody in their right mind would do that. I don't know. It's weird to me. So far, not finding anything really that great. Just lots of hearts and things. But yeah, in a way, when the power goes out, and you're forced to do stuff that immediately you're not really... like, you don't know what to do. It's like, what do you do? It reminds me of when you're a kid and you have to go to, like, your grandparents' house. That's the fire rod, dude, and it's all damp, but it's still gonna work. There we go. We've got access to everything now. We could destroy A Link to the Past. Although, probably the next big item is Cane of Samaria. Because I need that for Misery Mire, although we know Misery Mire is the green pendant. Also, before I go up there, let's do one of the sand pits. And then since we're down there... whoops, I did that way too early. Oh, well. I guess the far one? No, wait. This one's closer to Spring Ball, and I could check that because I have Grapple and Screw Attack and Space Jump. Boom. I don't need Screw Attack at all, but it helps for the stupid little bugs that block you trying to Space Jump up that chamber, or Wall Jump. A blue rupee. I don't know why I'm going for it. It's just... I need to, man. It's like an itch. You gotta scratch it. A red rupee? Oh, man. I probably should have went down the other one. This one was useless. But how was I to know? Nobody knows. But yeah, I feel like that's a common thing kids don't like. Especially kids that are, like, addicted to a new video game that they're playing or whatever. It's like, alright, we gotta go to your grandparents' house, turn it off. It's like, oh man, and then you go and you're all bored. Because they got nothing to do, except maybe that you get like a lollipop or something. I remember I brought action figures to my grandparents' house once when I was really little. I had like a Spider-Man and a Wolverine, I think. And I was battling them on the floor and stuff. And my grandmother told me not to play mean with them. And try to make them friends or whatever. She didn't like that I was making them fight each other. I had very traditional grandparents. I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit, because this is insane. Yeah, my grandfather passed away, like, what, 3 years ago now? Or is it coming up on 4? I don't know. Time flies, man. It's ridiculous. I don't like how fast time goes. It seems to just keep going faster. They call that something, right? It starts with an M. It's a something effect. That's the Book of Medora, dude! Sweet, that opens up all the little gravestones. Nice. Alright, how do you get out of here? Oh, okay. Alright, I'm finally back. I hate leaving Meridia before Dragon's dead. It's such a pain in the neck. It's like 3 minutes just looping all around everything that you just were in. That's why I hate those sand pits. They're the worst the 2 worst rooms of Super Metroid. Contrary to the room names that speedrunners give things. Since the worst room is in Lower Norfair, as we've discussed already. Hey, you know what? I've got Charge Beam. I forgot about that. And I have Plasma. Plasma eats right through this guy, though. Probably just one. Yeah, look at that. It should have cut through him even more than that. I think it's because I don't have Wave coupled with it. Yeah, he's actually surviving a little bit. He's definitely getting red, though. Hang on. I'm curious. I want to do this. I never get to use this move. It's so cool. Look at that slowdown, too. He survived. Let's see if he can survive one more, pal. He's done. Awesome. I love that move, man. I want to use it more often. That's the thing. I gotta start creating like personal challenges for this game. Like, turn everything off and beat the game using only the plasma, charge special, whatever you call it. Special beam attack, yeah. 50 rupees. Alright. This is the Muddy Meridia song. I don't like this one. It's creepy. I used to think the other one was, too. The other one was spooky. This one is just gross, and I don't know, it's just off-putting. It's unsettling, that's the word I'm looking for. Speaks to the beauty of the atmosphere this game sets. Unlike, I don't know, Donkey Kong Country sets a pretty crazy atmosphere too. It's just crazy to me, man. The tail end of the Super Nintendo, I don't know, that's just masterpiece game design. From everybody. Like, everybody suddenly knew how to make these phenomenal video games. And then everything went 3D and it was like a brand new tool. And I still think sometimes 3D takes away from stuff. Like, this game, everything that you see, when I was a kid, it was so much bigger than what you actually see, because my imagination added to it. I don't know if it's just like that third dimension that's not here. Your brain fills in the blanks for. Like, I think that's what creates such huge, memorable experiences for these older games. That people who never played them and go back and play them for the first time today, they're like, yeah, it's a good game, but I don't know. They never have that huge wow moment that everybody who sings its praises have. Which is kind of what I was saying earlier, I think. Not sure if I ever finished that thought, though. Alright, Dragon, anymore I've been fighting this guy, or girl, I forget if it's the father or the mother of these things. But I've been doing it suitless and using ammo without grapple. Because it's fun to challenge yourself in such ways. But we're just speeding things along because it's a randomizer. This makes me want shrimp. I could go for a nice oceanside vacation with lots of seafood. There we go. So, what left? There's the other sand pit in Meridia, and Plasma Beam now is open to us. And aside from that, I think that would 100% Meridia. Junk. Alright. Yeah, because the Super Missile Hallway just dumps out to some random area. I could go down the other sand pit instead, ride the tube back up, and then check Plasma Beam, and then boom, Meridia's done, and then on to Lower Norfair. And we could literally clean out this entire game. I could even probably, even if I don't find Ice Beam, I could probably beat Mother Brain. I have charge. And I got more bullets than you're supposed to have anyway. Ice Beam is the only thing, just because defeating the Metroids is easier with Ice Beam, obviously. It's supposed to be their weakness. But you can just go Power Bomb crazy, although I only have 25 of those. How many Metroids are there in Torian? Wait a minute, I gotta go down the sand. I forget, honestly. But 25 Power Bombs, that might be like just enough. If it's 3 Power Bombs per Metroid. Plus, I've never really done that. I don't know how much energy I would lose in the process trying to hit them all with... Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's check this other sand pit. I don't know, I'll make that decision when we get there. If I still don't have Ice Beam by the time it's time to go to Torian, I'll think about maybe going to Zelda first. But otherwise, we could just clean out Super Metroid, and then it just becomes a Link to the Past randomizer. Probably just a dungeon rush of that. Which is unfortunate, because as I say that, I can hear the interest value declining rapidly. Oh, I don't have Spring Ball either. I'm so used to Spring Balling at this point, just because it's easier to get up here. Dude, was that Wave Beam up there? It is. I definitely want that. Come on now. Really? Maybe I need to turn off high jump boots. I had to do that getting out of the Spring Ball area for that one jump. Dude, don't even dare fall in the stand. Stop it! Get out of there! Jeez. Come on, sand. Stupid sand. You dumb sand. Alright. There's gotta be a way to just do this. I can't press down twice fast enough. That looked almost right. So dumb. Let's do what I was saying. Turn off high jump. See how much easier it is. Oh yeah, first try. Alright. Oh, I'm missing normal bombs right now. Or spring ball, but there we go, we got wave beam. A little late, but it's still nice to have it. It'll help for Ridley. Actually, I think it's required for some of Lower Norfair, isn't it? No, it's not. Come on, really? I gotta waste another power bomb for this? What a waste. Alright, well, before I forget, let's turn high jump back on. Yeah, look at this. That menu, man. Samus is already beefed up. Link's got some catching up to do. Maybe we should beat Ganon first and then end this entire seed off with Mother Brain. That way Planet Zebes blows up and then Samus can go have dinner with Link. Somewhere in Hyrule. Although, do you think Samus can breathe the Hyrule air? Because it's never really specified what the atmospheres are like on either of these planets. Where is Hyrule? It's not Earth. It's in some, like, elvish place. No, it's not elvish. But aren't Hylians kind of like elves? They got the ears. But then other games kind of make them out to be human. But no, because Twilight Princess differentiates. There are humans, and then there's Hylians, right? I don't know. You would think somebody like me would have that book, the, what is it? Hyrule Historia, or whatever it is. I actually don't, though. I already have plasma going into the plasma chamber. What a swampy, seaweed-filled room. I like it, though. This would be a nice place to hang out. Zora's Flippers, what a perfect environment for them to be in. That's awesome. Alright, we are on the way to Lower Norfair. Let's just barrel through this. I hope you're enjoying the Super Metroid, because here we are still doing it. Super Metroid never gets old to me. I mean, maybe back-to-back every single day, sure. Just like anything, but... like, if I ever just randomly stumble across a speedrun or whatever, I'm usually hooked. I still think, to this day, though, that one AGDQ, I think it was 2014, which seems forever ago. No way. Was it really 2014? I think it was. But that 4-person race done at the very end of AGDQ, that thing was so crazy. And I know everything's been improved and rerouted ever since then. But, I don't know, it's just because so many moments of that one, like 3 of them were screen for screen. And at times all 4 of them were, but then I think it was Garrison who died at one point, so he was out for, like, the tail end of the race. But, like, even all the way up to the very end, it was like, I don't know, it was the most intense Super Metroid race I think I've ever seen. And it was so cool. Actually, you know what? Here in Lower Norfair, I could go to the right first. So I've already got Screw Attack, although the dude... I could go the back way, though, and fight the Golden Chozo and get his items, right? Champ. This is still the best area of this game, though. Just, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know this trick. The green gate glitch. How do you do this? I don't know. I'll never figure it out right there. That's why you don't go right first. I feel like I just recently made that mistake in one of the other Plandamizers or randomizers I've done. I really wish there was another word for that, because that word does get excessive. The only one I could ever think of is shuffler. Like, something like that. I don't know. Oh, I hit my foot on the ledge and now I'm going slow speed. It's alright though. But yeah, going back to the power being out thing. Oh man, why am I so bad at this game all of a sudden? This has been a very poor showing of Super Metroid ability this entire time. Yeah, I don't care. Music's cool, but I don't want to wait for my life to be over. Or for my trapper keeper, as Cartman would say. Oh, so stupid. What was I saying though? The power outage thing? What do we have here? 300 rupees. The lamp has got to be here. Although I have fire rod, so it doesn't even matter. No, it does matter. I still need the lamp to see in the dark. Fire rod doesn't do that. Come on, lamp. Energy tank, nuts. I really hope the lamp is down here. Not only would that be awesome, because it's in Lower Norfair, it's like I said before, bringing the fire of Norfair to Hyrule. But if it's not here, I have no idea where to look in A Link to the Past to go find it. Because there's so many, every single dungeon has like a dark room, except for maybe Dungeon 5. So maybe that would be my first step, is go to the Ice Palace with the newly found fire rod. I just got Zora Flippers too, so I actually can get there. I didn't even think of that until just now. Yeah, Zora Flippers, that was another thing. Man, okay, we're getting junk. This room is crazy to try. If you don't have space jump, it's very hard to climb up this room. It's ridiculously hard. Unless you're an expert bomb jumper, which, believe it or not, I don't know how to bomb jump very well at all. I don't have it down. I know all these other tricks in this game, but not that one. Oh, yes! Oh, it's been a while since I got that fast of a screw attack through that room. That always feels good. But this is the worst room in the game, as they call it. Because this jump right here is crazy without screw attack and space jump. But it's no concern. What am I doing? Bumping into every possible thing. Every time I hear this song, I hear NCS singing about Hilary Duff. I don't know. Not every time, but sometimes. The hook shot! Nice! That would have been a good spot for the lamp, too, but I forgot about the hook shot until just now. I gotta be careful here. Do not fall down. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, we're good. Oh yeah, we're almost done with A Link to the Past. I've got everything but the lamp. As soon as I find the lamp... Oh no, and the Cane of Samaria. And then there's Berna and the Cape. I don't have Bombos yet, right? Yeah, I don't think I got Bombos. And then otherwise, I don't think I... The mushroom. I never found the mushroom yet. Or magic powder. But none of that is really needed. It's really just the lamp and the cane. This is a cool room too. I don't know. I can't gush over it enough every single time. I think that says something, that even though I've seen it 800,000 times, it still amazes me. There was like some weird mojo going on with game designers in these particular years, the late 90s, the tail end of the Super Nintendo. I don't know. The power outage thing, I never finished that. I don't know, I just kind of feel a little bit guilty, like it's coupled anymore for me with making YouTube videos, where I constantly have this need of not only to do something with technology, but record a video and then spend a lot of my time doing the commentary and editing it and stuff. And all of that takes away from like real life stuff. Like the stuff where you would just like sit and be like, hey dad, you want to play chess? Sure. Something like that. The lamp, dude! What an awesome spot for it to be! That's really awesome. I think it could have been an even better spot. Like what if it was the prize for beating Ridley? That would have been crazy. Oh yeah, here we go. We're doing this now. I don't even care where the cane is. Because I technically don't even need it. It would help in the Ice Palace, because then I don't have to do that pushing of the block down a floor. You could just use the cane and bypass it. And we know that I don't even have to go to Misery Mire. Well, we don't know that for sure. We just know that it's a green pendant tied to that dungeon. Stop kicking me in the face. Come on now. Smash Bros. Minions, man. Where are these guys? They won't ever make that game. It wouldn't really be much of a thing. This room still fascinates me to this day. I still remember the first time seeing it. Watching my dad play, just scared, because the music's getting all loud and stuff. You got these fangs on the ceiling that are forming faces, and there's lava bubbling, and then you come in here and there's more fangs. It's just nuts. Like I was saying though, it's like that extra dimension that doesn't exist, but it does exist in your imagination. And that can do things no amount of game designers can. So that's like one of the real reasons, I guess, why this game is always going to be my #1. Well, that's like one of the things that really gives it power, I should say. But there's so many things. I made a whole video on it. Alright, Ridley. Let's go. "64 super missiles. That's ridiculous. This guy doesn't stand a chance. Open up, Ridley. Open up, Ridley. Yeah, just keep pogoing. We'll be done in no time. He's already reddish. Stop with the tail now. What the heck? Ridley, are you okay? He just gave up! What the heck happened? I have never seen this in my life before. Is he dead and just waiting for... Hold on, let me see. Okay, good. Are you... What? What the heck just happened? I have never seen that happen before. I got really worried for a second there that I was not going to be able to... Like, I had to reset the game or something. That was very strange. A red rupee. Too bad that wasn't the lamp. I kind of wish it was the lamp. Let's pretend it was the lamp. I just found the lamp! Oh, stupid. Alright, I'll see you at the tail end of this thing. Da, da, da. Oh yeah, the cool exit hallways of Lower Norfair too. Especially that final exit room where the music finally calms down. That room is awesome too. I don't have spring ball still. So this is gonna be weird. Wait a minute now. There we go. Did I ever finish the power outage thing? I don't know if I did. Oh yeah, I kinda did. I was saying that I felt guilty. That was the main thought. Saying the word guilty. And that would trigger the rest of the thought, which I think I said. I don't know. I just look at all of that stuff and it just kind of sickens me sometimes. There's the Cane of Burna. Speaking of which, there is where the Cane of Burna is supposed to be. It crossed my mind a couple times, but I either didn't have the health or, well, I didn't have the cape or that cane to get to it. Normally I use the cape for that room. And then drink some of that yummy green potion. But yeah, all the addiction to technology thing, or just how... it really is just a crazy thing. I can't get over it. How everybody's so used to it being there, so that when it's not there, it's like a shock to your system. The only time it's not is if you're super busy with something very pressing. Like boot camp. But this room is awesome. I love this room of the game too. Just the glowing tiles, the statues, and these columns that you just barrel through. It's awesome. Every time. Yeah. Going down. I actually fell through the parlor. That was really good. By accident. I wish I could do that every time. I barely hit any platforms on the way down. But we got those things I passed up, the thing in the ceiling and the 2 missiles above it in blue criteria. And there's this thing too, which I don't have ice beam, so I gotta destroy these little things. I think it's like 3 power bombs for these guys, too. Uh-oh. Yeah, I remember being... Oh, whoops. What the heck was that? But I remember being in a hospital one time. Involuntary admission to a hospital. And, like, during that whole time, it was like a little... It was like a mental thing, is what it was. And, I didn't know how long I was gonna be in there, and, like, every day I was meeting with a psychiatrist and trying to convince him that, like, I just want to get back to work and stuff. And, like, that was one of those dire situations where I wasn't thinking about technology. I didn't want to play video games. I didn't want to look at my cell phone or anything. I just wanted to get out and back to work and get back to living. So, situations like that that are very social pressure heavy, I think that's the only time where the quote-unquote addiction to technology doesn't exist. You don't think about it. So there are situations where it's possible to revert back to being a normal human. I can't stand those slow elevators. Well, I can, it's just, at the moment I can't. Here's a question for you guys. Do you believe in such a thing as a past life, or do you think every human life is unique and different? Like, there's your soul cannot be, like, reincarnated into something else. So, there is no such thing as a past life. Like, what were you in the 1800s, or did you not exist? The only reason I bring that up... Well, that's 100% right there. Okay, we are finally back in A Link to the Past. And I got the lamp and the fire rod. And I can finally finish the stupid dungeon that I've come through like 3 times now. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have the big key. What the heck, man? That's so stupid. Okay, well, here we are. I guess we're gonna do Palace 2. I got the hook shot. I gotta go to the Dark World first, though. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of wandering to get to all these places. I don't remember the last thing I was talking about. I kept saying the whole time, remembered that I asked a question. But what question did I ask? Oh, the past life thing. I do remember now. I never finished that thought. I was asking you if you believed that we all have lived a past life as some other human. I don't know that I really believe that stuff. But also, before the dungeon, visual cue here, we could go see what Bombos is, because we also have the Book of Medora now. Even though it's all damp with Meridia water, it still works. What do I want this to be? I want it to be the cane. The cane of Samaria. That's really all I need. The mushroom or magic powder would be nice. The cape, well that's 5 capacity arrows. 55 my max, or do I have 60 now? I don't know. You get so many arrows in this game and you hardly ever use them. Except for on bosses, and I don't even think you ever use like 50. It's like a little excessive. But it is crazy how good silver arrows are, so these randomizers are cool whenever you do get them super early and can use them on stuff that you don't really get to see too much. But yeah, I just wonder, because the whole technology addiction thing, that's the whole reason why I asked the past life question. That mirror trick is fun to do. Japanese only, I think. Because let's just say, for instance, let's just... What does the saying go? Entertain the thought. There you go, that's the phrase. Let's entertain the thought that we all have lived a past life in some ancient history or whatever. It's like, what could you possibly have been addicted to back then? Because today it's clearly video games and technology and stuff, all the easy, lazy stuff that's fun and addicting. It's very easy to get lost in that stuff at the cost of other things, which is where the guilt comes in sometimes when you have that realization. I blocked that fireball with my hand. I didn't even have the shield out. A rupee. I don't know, it's just crazy to think, like, what could possibly, aside from drugs, which I guess people in the past probably did all kinds of drugs too. Like, how the heck were they discovered? First of all, somebody had to be, like, mixing stuff together and doing weird stuff. But in terms of, like, a game or something, like, what could possibly be addicting? I don't know. I don't know enough ancient history to know. But they say people have addictive personalities, right? Or some people are more susceptible to addiction than other people for whatever reason. So that's why I bring that up. Like, what if you've always had that, even in a past life, and you were addicted to something weird back then, and so now you're... I don't need to go here. So now, like, video games and stuff, it's very easy. You play one of them and you're hooked. And next thing you know, you're sacrificing time for more important things because you're doing that more than you should, probably. Have the hook shot already early, so that's nice. Just grab all these keys without having to do anything. Although I need to check all the chests anyway, so it doesn't really matter much. I don't know, I know it definitely is an individual difference thing, though. Some people are just way better at moderating their time and doing everything in moderation. Like, my closest friend has always been excellent at that. Because I remember being over his house and stuff, and we would play video games, like, at sleepovers and whatever. And we had a good balance of playing outside and playing games, and we'd, like, rinse and recycle until it was ultimately bedtime. But as bedtime approached, obviously it was nighttime, we were done playing outside, and we were playing a video game, and I was always the guy who could have kept on playing, because it was just so fun to me. But my friend, without fail, would always know. He'd be like, alright, well, maybe we should stop. And he just had no problem just tuning out and shutting it off and then going to bed. Whereas I would still, like, be awake and hyper, thinking about the game and wanting to play it and stuff. So it would take me a while to fall asleep, even. So, like, I think I'm just weaker-willed or something in that sense. But like I said, I know from my own experience, the only thing that can definitely counter all of my instinct, I guess you would call it, my tendencies, is the social pressure thing. It's some sort of weird fear, like the same fear you get when you get pulled over by a police person, officer. It's just there's a weird authoritative fear that you just get, it washes over you. And it's in that moment where you just drop everything that you know. Like, you were probably, like, speeding a little bit, right? Listening to the radio, singing along to some song, and just being kind of weird. Doing something that probably you would be embarrassed if somebody caught you doing, like singing to some weird song. And, then all of a sudden the lights in the rearview mirror come on, and that fear just washes over you, and it's enough to make you just stop being an idiot, stop singing your song, and suddenly it's like you're back to reality, and it's like you're gonna focus on what's important. And for me, what I've found, it's only ever the social things that do that. Left to my own devices, having too much freedom almost, I'm always going to take the easy road and not have good moderation of important things versus fun things. Big key. The compass. The big key was where I was supposed to be. That's weird. Anyway, we're almost done with this place. It's relatively quick compared to Ocarina and Majora. I would like to have that cane, though. I wouldn't have to push all these statues. Although this one's not bad. You do go to this door first, right? I think you do. Oh, dude, why did I do that? I don't know, man. That's right, yeah, this leads to the drain. There are still some chests. Not that I really need anything. That's a satisfying animation. I've always liked it. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Ever since living on my own, I guess, you embrace that freedom of adulthood. Being on your own, done with school, you can finally do what you want. It's like, I remember the first time I was done with gym class in high school. The very last gym class, senior year of high school. I was so excited. I was like, I never have to do gym class ever again. Which was awesome to me because it meant no more playing stupid dodgeball or mat ball or anything stupid that was never fun and made no sense. So that was a liberating day. And you kind of have that same liberation when all school is done, and it's only until like a year or several years, sometimes even faster than that, that you realize you miss all of it. Because it was structure, and it was your friends, and you were working towards some purpose, and then all of that just vanishes. And it's like, it's up to you what you do with your time. That purpose that you were working for may never come to be. It's all up to you, kind of, and a little bit of luck in how the world operates. Alright, what is this guy? Argus or something? The dude from Majora's Mask, or rather Majora's Mask copied this dude. Except this is the way easier version, because 2D. 2D, as in Banjo's sister. You're done. You're done. And then one silver arrow takes care of this dude, I think. No, I could use the sword a little bit too, maybe. Oh, jeez. There we go. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Hurts, don't it? The map. Oh, I didn't get the spin off. Well, darn. Well, this was one of the special crystals, right? That works towards unlocking the big bomb for the Shrek fairy that's in the Golden Temple. The pyramid. That's what it is, not a temple. It could be a temple. It's my temple. Your body is your temple. So they say. But I don't see no doors. I was what? I don't know. Sometimes your brain goes off the rails. How's that saying go? I lost it. You can't lose what you don't have. Ha, ha, ha. Whatever they say. So dumb. Palace 5. Actually, no, wait, before that. Hold on, don't get the red shield eaten now. There is a mountain here with a heart piece that could have the Cane of Samaria. And then there's under the bridge downtown where I drew some blood. What is this besides Ouija Man? It's power bombs. Well, that's ammunition for destroying Metroids if I never find the Ice Beam. Because Ice Beam could be in, like, Turtle Rock, and I don't have to go there as far as I know. Ganon's Castle, too. Ganon's Castle is interesting in these things, because if you find the big key super early, you could just not do it. But in the process, you forego a lot of chests. This guy may have something. He always holds up a bottle, but then you get whatever it actually is. Super missiles, alright. What a cool spot. That guy, I want to be that dude. Before Palace 5. I have the flippers now. Let's go to the fairy fountain. That's 2 more chests. This is another one of those things when I'm playing vanilla Link to the Past. I cannot wait to get to this fairy fountain for some reason, to get the magical boomerang, I guess. And I cannot wait to get the Titan's Mitt and then rescue the Carpenter and get the Tempered Sword. Those are like the 2 things I always try to find the fastest way to do it. Although I don't really play this game that much. So I'm sure speedrunners do all kinds of stuff, even glitchless. I remember I attempted the out-of-bounds glitch thing where you save and quit mid-air and then you just... Magic powder! And a green potion. Okay. Alright, I was thinking about what to do. I've got magic powder. There is this thing down here, the bat. This was always a neat room. It's just so random. Almost have that full inventory screen. It's looking good. What could he have? A heart container. That is a question, though. Where is half magic? Or 1/4 magic, whatever it is. Don't they change it? It's either 1/2, 1/3, or 1/4. I don't remember. But it's time to sing a song. No, it's time to do a dungeon. Actually, you know what? Before Palace 5, let's do Palace 3. That one's way faster. We could just go right up here. It's also playing the happy music still, because I never beat Aghanim. Whoops. Do you have to beat Aghanim 1, or could you just go to Ganon's castle and beat him there, and then beat Ganon? He would probably be there, right? Because the game doesn't expect you to do that. I don't know. That would be my guess, that the game has nothing in place to check that Aghanim 1 has been defeated. But I could be wrong. Ah yes, the Pine Nuts dungeon. I remember I said this in some other video, but this dungeon will always remind me of pine nuts. Or it's not even pine nuts, I think it's sunflower seeds. No, it's not sunflower seeds either. If it is, they're the sunflower seeds that you could buy in a jar that are already peeled from their shell. It's just the little kernels, you know? Because whatever those things are, I remember the first time playing this dungeon, watching my dad do it, and just trying to, like, help him make decisions as a little kid. And, we were eating that. We had a whole container of those things. And we were just snacking on them and doing this dungeon. So just the coloration instantly reminds me of those sunflower seed kernels. Or the seed itself. Because the shell is the kernel, right? No. Do you know words? Well, apparently not. It's just one of those weird memories that until something bad happens to my memory, I'm gonna just always think of it. And maybe if I stop playing A Link to the Past, even though I was just saying I don't really play this game that much. This might be faster if I warp back to where I fell down, steal the key, and not open that other door. Right? Is my brain process working correctly? Doesn't make sense at all. Get out of the way, buddy. So yeah, too much freedom. I think it's a thing. If you're a weaker-willed individual like myself, open this door. Where does this go? Aha! Wait, that's the door that you never open. And this just leads right back to where I was. I should have just opened the door anyway. That was a waste of time. Oh well, here I was thinking I was bypassing a door that you never have to open. And there's a small key anyway. Well, geez. Talk about a runaround, I guess. Alright, well, we got a key. Let's take it to the limit one more time. That's another thing that reminds me of my dad. The Eagles, they were always his favorite band. Take it easy and take it to the limit. Those were the big ones. But his favorite song was always I Fought the Law by Bobby Fuller 4, the original one. I think that was the original. That is a good song. All the versions I've ever heard of that song have been good. I think everybody has an oldie type song that they like. That hand is coming back and now the statue's all... Hold on. I've got this all kinds of wonky. I don't know, I don't think anybody should be ashamed of the type of music they listen to. Whoa! I didn't hear him come down, that was close. I don't think there's anything wrong with listening to older music. It's all better than the new stuff. Hey, there's the Cane of Sumaria. Samaria, whatever it is. But yeah, wasn't that just an old-timey thing? Yeah, the new music these days, that's just magic in the pot, man. It's true, though. I'm at that age where I just don't get it. All the new cool stuff. I'm like, I'll just stick to what I know. Why is that a thing? Why is that universal to everybody who grows up? You don't get what becomes cool. Yeah, let's just go to the end. We can do this, right? This is kind of a pointless dungeon. This is the only section that matters, aside from the big chest. Which, where the heck is the big key? I don't have that yet. Do you need the big key to get to the boss? I don't think you do. You just fall through the hole. Unless there's a big key door that leads to that room. I can't remember. I can't remember the path to this thing, apparently, either. You know what it is, too? Going back to the too much freedom idea. Small key, small key. I wonder if I really needed that. I think it's just when you don't have much to do, you try to find something to fill that time. Should have just used the mirror earlier. But even then, I think when you become an adult, you're supposed to be better at managing your time and doing the things that are not fun. Because you have to, and you know better, and you don't complain about it as much anymore because you're grown up. But I don't know. I'm just saying all of this, I guess, because I myself am finding it hard to just stop playing games for a while, stop YouTube, stop everything that is technology related, and focus on like the bigger life things for a while. And I remember a time where it wasn't so hard. It was just everyday routine. You go to school and you have an end goal in mind. Maybe it's just that everything got way too open. Like school, they basically line it all up for you. You don't have to make your own choices. Like the curriculum is there and you just follow it. And you're told that it'll lead to something as long as you follow it like a good student. And then all of a sudden all the choices become yours and it's just too much. Does this guy even matter? Is he number of hits or is it damage based? I don't remember. It must be damage based because that was super fast. The big key! Hey, that's cool. I always like it when the boss drops something that you need. I missed the spin again. Yeah, do darn it, I missed the spin, you dope! Yeah, all these choices, man. I don't know that I like them. To the big chest, the one last thing I'll check in this place, and then... Palace 5? Or, well, there's the Palace of Darkness, too. I have the lamp. I've had the hammer for, like, 9,000 years. This really is the Link to the Past Dungeon Rush mode. Oh, well. Ice Beam! There we go! We could go beat Super Metroid. Change it up a little bit, but no, we've been doing lots of Metroid. We should probably stick to this. And get all the crystals. Good lord! The crystal! Speaking of... That's right, Palace 5. Yeah, let's go to 2. The monkey. He asks for 110 rupees, right? 10 rupees here, and then 100 to open the thing. Or is it 50? It's 100. I don't know, but I should know.